Alright, and wrapping up the iGear Seekers release, this one, which is only mysteriously referred to as PP03C, and I don't know if that's supposed to be a generic, like an Icestorm type thing. The blue's a little darker than I remember seeing it originally in some of these pictures. It evokes Thundercracker, and I'm wondering if it's supposed to be like a cartoon-colored Thundercracker, because he does have the black head. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I'm not sure it's supposed to be like PP03 Crystal. Maybe he's an ice-powered Seeker, Icestorm. I'm honestly not sure. It's just PP03C. But it is one they're going to be coming out with. It again. You can tell it's a prototype with the hand-painted stripes on here, hand-painted everything, hand-painted black bits under here. And you can kind of see there's some paint flip through. So it is an early test shot sample just to show it off. These were at BotCon on display at the TF Source booth. If you were interested in swinging by and checking that out when you were at BotCon, they had a bunch of iGear and Fans Project prototypes, including the Insecticons, a Heart Master, which is like a Power Master type figure, a trailer, an add-on kit, an armor kit for a G2 Optimus, the G2 Laser Prime that came out in Generations. So yeah, some really cool stuff. And like I said, this I'm not sure about. He does come with the little... Again, some of this stuff is unpainted since, again, this is just a really quick test shot. This isn't ready for release yet. So you've got an unpainted little Archiville here. The missiles, they may end up being this color. They'll probably have some detail painted on at least, like the cone heads did. But as it is, this is just unpainted plastic missiles. And they may stay that way. They may just keep gray under there. I'm going to go ahead and pull the null rays off. And again, this is just the straight-up Seeker mold with this modification down here for the fins, which I've already talked about in several videos, so we're not going to go into it again. I'm sure you're thinking me going, yes, thank you. Freaking keep talking, and all we want to do is just get out of here. Anyway, I'm not keeping you here. Are you a hostage? Oh my god, did Timmy fall down the well? Anyway, sorry. While you're seeing these over the course of several days, I'm shooting them all in one night, so if you go back and watch them all, you can kind of progress my descent into madness as the hours tick by and the night progresses. And nothing's different. I'm just, the more I do it, the goofier I get. Dun dun dun, space madness. Although it's not really space madness, but I'm not. Okay, same as with Sunstorm. These will most likely be permanently affixed on the final version, but again, these are test shots. They haven't glued everything in place. They haven't finished painting everything. Let's go ahead and pop this one off for the time being until we get all this done, just to avoid that in the future. So yeah, pop. Doing that again. That was really only supposed to be a Sunstorm thing. But I did eat all the macaroni. It's weird that he knows. So yeah, I'm just doing, transforming, fighting, pleasing, transforming. Pull these down. But yeah, quality on these is really good. The plastic is nice and sturdy. They don't feel... There's a little bit more of a rattle if you shake them, but the plastic doesn't feel any less cheap, any more cheap than my actual MP Starscream. Granted, I have the Target version, not the Takara version, so there may be a difference there as well. I'm not sure. But, got the hands. Dun, 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 Nickelodeon. Don't know why that's in my head. You know what's been stuck in my head lately? We'll talk about this. The Jack Black song from when he hosted the Kids' Choice Awards a couple years ago, because it was right around the time when Kira was really, really little. and we'd leave it on some Nickelodeon stuff for her, and I'd always hear this Jack Black is kicking out the jams on Nickelodeon. Yeah, so I've had that song stuck in my head a lot recently. Always fun, let me tell you. Enjoy the silence. So, flip them down. Bring this around. Again, we're just doing what we've done on all the other ones. Where is your head caught? Turn your head. Nope, not too far. There you go. Aha, I found the part where everything gets stuck when things get popping off. I was always wondering what was catching. Because clearly the head was designed to fit through there. But okay, now I know. Good. Okay, so pop this in. Pack it together. Fold it on up. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so here we are in robot mode. Take a bow. Take a bow, robot. For doing nothing. I did all the work. Taking a bow. I should be taking a bow. Bowel movement. Anyway, now I'm just really getting obnoxious. So we'll put the null arrays on. Stick out a little bit. You could probably trim those posts down to have them sit a little bit more flush with the arms. And in the course of all that, we forgot to reattach these little thingy-majiggies. Thingy-majiggies. Gookie-gapookies. Now I'm starting to talk like my 4-year-old. But yeah, there he is. Not sure. Again, that looks like... I'll have to go back and watch the cartoon. But I do seem to recall Skywarp being, or Thundercracker being a little lighter colored on the cartoon. So that could be generic Ice Seeker. This could be maybe with a few paint tweaks intended to be a more cartoon-accurate Thundercracker to go with Starscream, the American release of Starscream. And if that's the case, I wonder if they're going to be doing a more cartoon-accurate Thundercracker or Skywarp as well. Either way, it's kind of nice looking. This isn't available for pre-order yet, I don't think. Because, like I said, there haven't really been any major announcements about it, aside from a couple of test shot pictures, which may even have been of this very test shot on the iGear website. So yeah, there it is. What could possibly be a Thundercracker or a generic Seeker? I'm leaning towards Thundercracker. He just really, really has a Thundercracker vibe, and if that's the case, I really like it. And I don't know if I've ever told the story, but when I was younger, my very first Transformer ever was a Bumblebee. I got at like JCPenney's or Dillard's or something when I was like 7. I mean, it was one of the first toys. It was before I really got into the cartoon even. And I remember watching the cartoon with more than meets the eye. So very early on, I got the Bumblebee. And that first Christmas, I remember getting a whole bunch. I got Soundwave, I got cassettes, I got Optimus Prime. And the one jet I got that I wanted, because at the time I didn't know they were all the same jet. I wanted the blue one. So I got Thundercracker. And he ended up being, as a kid, one of the only, I think the only Seeker I ever got. I don't think I ever got my own Starscream or Skywarp when I was younger. I've certainly had them since. So Thundercracker as a Seeker has always held a special place in my heart. So if that ends up being Thundercracker, and honestly, even if it doesn't end up being Thundercracker, it looks really nice. And it really kind of makes me feel like being a kid again. It's a really nice blue. There's a little bit of sparkliness to it. So really neat. This will probably be available for pre-order on TF Source when they go up, as well as other, I don't know what other sites are going to be carrying it. I know TF Source is carrying all of these Seekers. And like I said, they'll all have links. Obviously, he won't, but you can link to any of the other ones here in the video. So there it is, the PP03C, where C is a mystery. Yeah, but nice looking figure, whatever it ends up being. It really does look nice. PP03C.